Mr. Peter Obi's reaction says, seizure of presidential jets and international embarrassment. The trending international news on the seizure of 3 jets belonging to Nigeria presidential fleet is yet another of many embarrassing things exposing our failed leadership and our attitude to the rule of law. So this is a section of Peter Obi's reaction as regards to the seizure of our 3 presidential jets. So guys, we all know that this news has been trending and Mr. Peter Obi has come out. You need to go to his Twitter handle to read more. He has come out to detail so much. You know he's a man of wisdom. But I want to let you guys know that more of the blame is even going to the federal government because they came out to like pretend as if it's just Ogun State. But guess what? This is all about leadership gap. Barrister Darlington is here to break it down for you to understand what actually transpired. Honestly, Nigerians, until we get rid of politicians who do not have anything to bring to the table, Nigeria will keep crawling. Just take a look at how Barrister Darlington broke it down.
That is what happens when you have a bad image maker as your image maker.
Hey, the image maker dey bad.
What is it going to say? But when you have somebody with such a record, what do you expect? Please, the pressure, what do you expect? Is that not what we are shouting here? But people say, let's move on, the election is over. The election is not over. Until this man leaves office, this election will not be over. Because the mess they committed in 2020 will continue to smell all over the place until they leave office. They polluted Nigeria in such a way that the stench will be there until they leave office.
Gonna go, not gonna season. But the question is that how did Ogun State owe money that now affects the jet of the federal government of Nigeria? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, Barrister Darlington is with me in the house. Barrister Darlington, thank you so much for joining me always.
Yes, so precious.
Sir?
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm super. So let's go into this. By the way, your brother Peter B has reacted. He said that it is an international embarrassment. That is embarrassment wey cross border. In fact, we cross not just border, it cross continents.
It cross everything.
That one enter.
God is with me.
All right. So, of course, trust by another to react to this issue very soon. So, but let's go on to this issue. What does this mean to the image of our country?
Precious.
Sir?
It is so sad. You know, when this thing started, it's not as if this thing took the federal government by surprise. This is an ongoing discussion over the years. It happened under Buhari. And for any state in Nigeria to go and borrow money outside here, either IMF or World Bank or Chinese or US or anywhere, a state in Nigeria, you must be guaranteed by the federal government.
Oh, now the law be that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That was the quarrel Oshomole had with Okonjo-Iweala when he wanted to borrow $75 million or somewhere. And Okonjo-Iweala, being the Minister of
Finance
that
Minister of Economy,
blocked, said there was no need because he didn't see the need. So the federal government must guarantee.
So federal government and a guarantor.
That
means if I be guarantor and person wey owe me no pay me. Sorry, if I be guarantor and person wey owe money no pay money, they go come find me.
It is
so this is exactly what is happening in Nigeria now.
Everywhere, even in banks, even in our banks here, everywhere. That is the proper process and procedure. That is why the federal government has to be involved. And they saw the terms. Ogun State government, ask yourself, why did the buyer another guy say that Ogun State government is trying to say, all these years, what were they doing? They didn't deny that the money that was not in existence. They didn't deny that Ogun State borrowed money. But they are telling us that they are making arrangement because the date for payment has elapsed. That's why the Chinese people came for their money. And those Chinese, they don't send though. Remember what they did to one South African, South African countries, not Zimbabwe or so. They took over their airport to recover their money. The entire airport. That's what China does. That clause is always there. Anywhere you're borrowing money from any Chinese company or Chinese government, they will put that clause there. That is why some of us have been afraid. We have been worried that with the romance Buhari had with Chinese people, let them not come and take Nigeria one day. Because the world is a global village. All our reserves in what do you call in foreign reserve the Chinese government may play a garnish on it one day and will not have any foreign reserve.
So this Zhongshan company like this now, they may say they get every right based on the, but this US Courts of Appeal state judgments, it go hold any waters.
Why not? Why not? Why not? Look, international arbitration is like you are subject to a part of the UN Charter. The moment it is that it has been pronounced, you must, whoever you are. Look, is it here that you people don't obey court order?
I be want to say no be part of the one way this will talk so no go bad.
Like you can't try that.
No, yeah, they choose law.
I said you cannot try that in the Western world. You cannot try. Even the PIND that you mentioned. Did you see what happened in UK? The people appealed, but the court still insisted that look, oh, you must go and pay Nigeria this money.
So they don't look anybody.
They don't look face. They don't look face over there. That's the difference. That's why they are moving forward. It's not in Nigeria here that a court to make pronouncement, somebody will flout it and begin to. That is one of the things when they look at your country and everything, they say, no, this we are still behind human race. We are still behind human race. As long as you have signed under that international arbitration, my dear, whatever comes out of you must abide by it.
So, for example, it's not to look at the shame where this thing they get to bring to Nigeria, especially concerning say now at the time where it be like say Nigeria name no kukuma good for inside matter. Then now this kind of thing again can happen. Now, as Peter Obi don't talk, he said that international embarrassment. But trust your federal government to respond to Peter Obi alone amongst other people that will go reply.
What would they reply?
But how other communities or community of nations rather could perceive the Nigerian image because of be like say too many things we know they too sound nice they come out from our country all the time.
That is what happens when you have a bad image maker as your image maker.
Hey, the image maker they bad.
What is it going to say? Look, go and check. All these multinational companies, what do they call? Whenever they are looking for their PR person and all that, they look for a sound person. Somebody without a tainted record. Because it is that person that will project their image to the whole world. They don't just call anybody. Go and check. They select the best of the best in the industry with a good track record, a good reference. Because it is this person that will be selling the image of, it is this person that will call customers for them. But when you have somebody with such a record, what do you expect? Please, the pressure, what do you expect? Is that not what we are shouting here? But people say, let's move on, the election is over. The election is not over. Until this man leaves office, this election will not be over. Because the mess they committed in 2020 will continue to smell all over the place until they leave office. That's the truth. They polluted Nigeria in such a way that the stench will be there until they leave office. Whether you like it or not. Why do you think that anything that has to do with that, everybody will just put their eye there? Because they see with the person in charge. No more single respect for Nigeria. Single one like this. All because of what? The people who you call your leaders. From the Senate president to the speaker, to even the president. Look at what they are doing. Look at the type of bill your speaker brought the other day. A very childish bill. Childish bill. Look at, thank God it's his own fellow lawmaker that called and said, come, bring this in. I'll bring it out before. It was his lawmaker, not even the Nigerian people. Though. His fellow lawmakers called him, said, withdraw this in now, withdraw it though, after going through it. Look at that bill. You pay this 10 million. Look, they know that they will be the chief culprits in that bill. If it had passed into law, they would have been the ones to violate that particular law if it had been passed. All of them there, because if you check, these are things they are guilty of. How many of them can sing the national anthem now? How many of them in that house? How many of them can truly sing that national anthem? They cannot. So who will you make the law for? These are the issues here. They have seen Nigeria finish. According to State Parliament, they have seen Nigeria finish. Whatever you are doing now or saying about Nigeria, people are no longer interested in. As long as this man is in office, to make matters work, under his watch, the economy have gone berserk. People are listening and watching what is going on in Nigeria. They know what is going on here. All because of what? Was it not the other day? That was about last month now. The Financial Times of London was telling us that they don't know the source of Tinubu's humongous wealth. What does that tell you? The Financial Times, they wrote this thing. After chronicling this man and all the things that he's done so far, they said they don't know the source of his wealth. What does that tell you? As a president, look at the type of image. The type of image he's creating abroad. How can you be so rich yet nobody knows your source of income? Eh? Have they said such a thing about Dangote? Or Mike Adenuga? These are the billionaires we can verify their source of wealth and everything. You who have been in government from state government to senator to now president, what is that industry? What is that company that you are running? Nobody knows.
So, guys, you have seen it for yourself. That's the kind of country we've all found ourselves. Our leaders, they don't really take responsibility. They don't even understand what leadership is all about. They take leadership mantle and they don't understand what leadership is all about, especially in a country like Nigeria. Look at all what we are going through. The embarrassment has been so much. I mean, it's getting out of hand since the time Tinubu came into, the limelight to run as president of Nigeria. It has been from one story to the other. If it's not forgery, it is, does he have a business? It is, his date of birth. It is, did he even graduate? Where was his primary school? And all sorts. And that is why we've lost respect on the international platform. Nobody respects Nigeria anymore. Nobody holds us, of high esteem. We were better off during the time of Jonathan than where we are today. And still, these people will come out to boldly tell us that there is no vacancy in Aso Rock. There is no vacancy in Aso Rock. That is what the APC chairman, Ganduje, said. That there is no vacancy in Aso Rock come 2027. And one keeps wondering if these people even understand what leadership is all about, for God's sake. They just think it's all about snatch it, grab it, run with it. Power is not Safalakat. Now they've got the power. They don't even know what to do with the power. And that is why we are here where we are today. So, guys, you have heard it for yourself. Barrister Darlington has broken it down because the federal government has got its own portion of blame. So it's not all about, yes, Ogun State did it, but guess what? The federal government is a partner to all this. And that is why we keep telling Nigerians that we must all sit up, because a new Nigeria is very possible. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.